I am Joe.
And I'm Nick.
And we are the Car Crush.
We are.
Lots of things have changed since last time we were with you.
It's been a while.
It's been like a year.
Has it really been a year?
I think it's been a year.
Well, it's been a big year.
It's been a big year. Thanks everybody for continuing to watch and comment. It's very kind of you. And no, the Car Crush is not dead.
No, we're alive and well. We're just lazy.
We were just incredibly lazy. So lots of changes. Nick and Aaron have a baby.
Yep, I have a kid, 3 months old. So that consumed a lot of 2024 for me.
Exactly. I lost my. You gained a child. I lost a gallbladder.
Yes.
And that happened like 2 months ago. That's a lot of fun. So in the comments, if you have any questions about enzymes and things to make up for a removed gallbladder, you just pop that in the comments.
Yeah.
Where else are you going to get that? Car news and gallbladder health in one location.
Yeah.
So we are driving my new to me, Rolls-Royce Phantom Coupé, Series 1.
Coupé.
Yeah, I mean, I've actually been corrected. I think it was Johnny Lieberman corrected me. I called it a coupe. Actually, the PR guy from Rolls-Royce did too. It's a coupé, which I suppose, it's nice that the car is so has such a mantle that people actually correct you on the pronunciation of coupe. So it's a 2012. It is midnight blue. They actually still make this color. It's now called Sapphire or Midnight Sapphire, or something like that.
Mm-hmm. The color is stunning.
It's beautiful.
It's
nice. It is a stunningly beautiful car, and I actually prefer the Series 1s to the Series 2. Like the Series 2, they did away with the round headlamps, and they're sort of two horizontal jobs, which I think is a little less commanding and a little more sort of expected.
Right.
Speaking of commanding, so she's 18 feet long. You would think, as she's a coupe, she would be significantly, coupéed from the sedan. It actually is only 10 inches shorter in the wheelbase than the sedan, and it's actually 50 pounds heavier than the sedan.
Crazy.
And I guess that's because it's the way that it's been strengthened, because the car started life as a convertible, as the Drophead Coupé, which is this car basically without a roof. So it had to be, strengthened so that we don't get lots of torsional, to increase the torsional stiffness of it. But this car is also, it's meant as the driver-focused Phantom.
Oxymoron.
Yeah, exactly. So this car does actually has a thicker rear roll bar. It has the dampers for the rear suspension are stiffer.
Okay.
The suspension the steering provides more feedback. And it does actually have, it was the first Rolls-Royce ever to have a sport button.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And so we're actually in sport now. And it's not like it changes the exhaust note because the car is pretty much silent. But what it does is it from rest, when you accelerate, as you head off, it gives you first every time, because the car sometimes, I think, sets off in second.
Oh, interesting.
And it also locks out 6. So this car has the 6-speed ZF transmission. The Series 2, among the very few changes, is it got an updated 8-speed.
So meaning when you put it in sport mode, you're 1 through 5.
You're 1 through 5, yeah.
Instead of generally a 2 through 6. I mean, it can be 1 through 6.
I think if you are not in sport and you put your foot all the way down from a rest, it'll give you first.
Right.
But I think it does kind of default to second.
Interesting.
The car does not have a tachometer, so you have absolutely no idea what is happening with the revs. So to say that the car developed 75% of torque at 2,000 RPM is sort of like, well, I don't know where 2,000 RPM is, because in a very imperious way, Rolls-Royce has decided
they will not give you that information.
They will not give you the information. They will give you what's called a power reserve. So they let you know how much more stick you could be giving the car if you really wanted to.
Oh, interesting. I saw that, and I didn't know what it meant.
Yeah. I think the only Rolls that I'm aware of, and Rolls-Royce people out there, you can challenge me on this or correct me on this. I think the only Rolls that had a tachometer was briefly the Rolls-Royce Corniche had a tachometer. Anyway, again in the comments, together with gallbladder information, you can stick that there. So it's a 6 3/4 liter naturally aspirated V12, 450 horsepower, 550 pound-feet of torque. And 0 to 60 is like 5.6 or something like that.
Right, not bad.
No, I mean for
a 6,000 pound car.
Yeah, I mean with the two of us in this car, we're now up over 6,000 pounds.
Yeah, it's a 3-ton car. That's wild.
I mean, go ahead.
It's when we were texting about this car, I said, I assume we're not going for a canyon run in it, and Joe goes, oh no, we are. So right now, we're through the hills of Angelus Crest.
We are.
In a Rolls-Royce Coupé, and it's quite a sight to behold.
So this car, like I will say, it is surprisingly good around corners. I wouldn't say it's sporty, but it's got really good grip. So this is sort of the less serpentine of the roads up here. Like it does sort of open up a little bit and give us some more space.
Yeah, more lawn sweepers as opposed to super tight corners.
But the place where this car really excels is, well, for people going out at night is fantastic because it's got, I mean, you've heard the stereo. It's completely balls out.
It's unreal.
It is.
There is zero distortion at 200%.
Apparently it's a 9, I don't know if it's not that powerful of an amp actually. I think it's like a 500 watt amp, but it's a 9-channel amp. So maybe that's why there's just zero distortion at volume 10. You can bring it up all the way and everything is just...
It's super clear, really nice.
So it's great for a night out with 4 people, and this car does have the Starlight headliner, which is fiber optic. So it's not like there's just like a big panel of light behind with little holes in it. It's actually woven with fiber optics. So that's great. Between the lighting setup, there's like a number of different sort of lighting modes you can put. They could put like boulevard lighting, which kind of light up the insets around the door pulls, and also in the recorder panels there are these little vanity mirrors with this very cool sort of deco motif. And there's sort of little deco motifs kind of all over the place in this car.
Right.
It's great for that, and it's also great for just long road trips.
Yeah, this is such a good road trip car.
On the freeway, but it's not particularly picturesque to drive this car like, oh, let's get on the 5.
Right. Right. Yeah, no, this is like a drive to San Francisco taking the 1.
Yeah, and like you'd almost rather drive than fly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it does gather speed. I mean, you had it on the freeway coming up here.
I was, I hit a speed that was fast.
Yeah. I mean, she loves a long, fast drive. I mean, this car actually, can you get arrested now if you say, you can only get arrested if you actually videoing it and you post it, right? You can't get arrested for saying I did, 180.
Oh, really? Okay, great. I was doing like 110 to 120 very casually. I actually had at one point I was doing 90 and had literally no idea. Yeah. We were just chatting, and then I looked down and you said, well, you might as well keep going.
Yeah.
And I did, and it's very smooth. I mean, it's a Rolls-Royce. I don't have to say it's very smooth. I mean, but it holds speed really well, surprisingly.
I think that's part of the joy of having this on the open road is that it's so fucking heavy that it's got so much momentum behind it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're going like 100 miles an hour, you take your foot off the accelerator, it'll like maintain 100 for the first 45 seconds or so, because it's like 6,000 pounds, 5,700 to be exact, just sort of just hurtling down the road.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is it's such an it's such an easy and relaxing car to maintain a great rate of speed. So it's not like you're in like some like balls out crazy supercar doing 120 and everything's like you're really on.
You're
getting sort of gradually exhausted. In this, you're just like...
No, you and I were having like a very casual conversation.
Yeah. It steers really well. I have to say, just to jump in, having asked you what you think, let me tell you what I think. It steers really well. Like, I think what is impressive about this car, it's a long car, but it's a fairly narrow car. So it's actually easy. It's kind of easy to place the car on the road. And to me, like for a car of this size, like the nose goes like exactly where you put the wheel.
You put it, yeah.
Which I think is impressive.
And this is a car we plan on keeping forever.
I mean, don't we always?
Yeah, every car I buy, I plan on keeping forever, and then I get 2 years in, and I'm like, all right, time for a change.
See, they probably built like 1,000 of these.
Okay, so they're rare.
They're rare, and they
Of just this model year or in general?
of the whole model. So Series 1 and Series 2, there's probably like 1,000, maybe 1,500 of these.
Oh, wow.
And they were more expensive than the Drophead Coupé,
Yeah.
and they were more expensive than the four-door.
On the four-door. Well, the four-door, they made a ton.
Yeah, they did really well with them.
Yeah.
Again, put it in the comments. But I think it was the Phantom VII, which is what this car is.
Mm-hmm.
Designed by Ian Cameron, very, very talented designer who actually left us this past summer. Very, very sad. The Phantom VII was the most successful Rolls-Royce ever built. So even more so than Silver Shadow, which then became the Corniche, and was in production, all said and done, for like 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
So Phantom VII did that in a far shorter period.
Right.
Far shorter
In a few
period of
years,
time.
yeah.
And what I love my Shadow, my Shadow two-door, and I think I'll always keep that car. But in terms of the usability,
Yeah.
it's just not something you can hop in. Like, you can hop in it and like go to dinner if dinner is like 7 miles away, 10 miles away. You can't really take that car anywhere if you absolutely have to get there
Right.
on a specific timeline. And having said that, the car has never done anything to me. I just get the sense like
It wants to do something to you?
it might
has it out for you?
It might at some point.
Yeah. And I'm assuming we're getting somewhere like 6 miles to the gallon.
It's appalling.
Yeah, I can't even
It is
imagine.
really, really appalling. It's funny, if you read the BMW literature, like the Rolls-Royce literature around this car when the engine came out, it's like variable valve timing and all this stuff. Like, I think like on the open road,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you're cruising and not, yeah.
on the open road, it's probably like 18, maybe 19.
That's not bad.
But popping around town, it's
8.
like 8 or 9.
Yeah.
And it does have a vast tank. I believe the tank is 27 gallons.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, it's a nice long cruising range. Just given the fact that you're never done putting fuel in.
Right.
You want to have a second turn at the wheel?
Either that or get in the back seat and just be driven.
Oh, that's not bad. Maybe we just do that. Or maybe I get in this back seat and you drive me.
It is your car. I would be the help.
It has a good turning circle. Did you notice
That was a very good turning
It
radius.
has
yeah.
a very, very good turning circle.
This thing's so cool. I think the only Rolls-Royce I've ever driven before was yours, the other coupe.
Yeah, the 67.
Yeah.
Oh, it's such a great old car. That is a yacht. I mean, this feels positively dialed in compared to my 67.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Compared to my 67.
this is 40 years newer. So is under the car, suspension, all of that, is that all BMW?
I mean, it was BMW engineered. I don't know if,
But
I think the control arms and the wishbones and all that stuff. No, that's manufactured specifically for Rolls-Royce for this car.
okay.
So yeah, no. My understanding
So
is
parts are not interchangeable.
no, parts are not interchangeable,
Right.
and it's not just a matter of like matching the codes.
Right.
Just
it's
sort
not
of
like
deciphering.
RSQ8 Urus where you can.
No, it's
swap
not.
parts.
I mean, listen, I'm sure there's some parts that work, like some relays
Yeah,
or
yeah.
stuff, but by
generally
and large,
speaking.
no. It's just kind of fun from back here.
Is it?
Yeah. Another little detail we'll get when we shoot it is it's got these. I've got little ashtrays in the back,
Yeah.
and the ashtrays in the back are actually extend from the armrest of the front seat passengers,
Oh, really?
which is kind of cool. Yeah.
It really does carry speed through these turns
Yeah.
in a
does.
surprising way.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be able to do this.
No, it really shouldn't.
I'm not going slow. I mean, I'm not going GT3 fast, but I'm surely not going slow.
No, it's a very respectable clip.
Yeah, this is.
A lot of people. So the car that I think it's 2009 was the only year of the Bentley Brooklyns,
Yeah.
and the Brooklyns it's kind of like this, and that it's the coupe version of a large sedan.
Right.
But that is a much more performance-forward car, and it's also, I'll actually drop into the video photos of this car next to a Brooklyns.
Uh huh.
The Brooklyns, the scale of the Brooklyns, it's an altogether smaller car, which is hard to imagine.
Right.
But that car, you can really, I mean, it's a much quicker car. Like 0 to 60 is like, you know, I think 0 to 60 in that is close to 4 seconds, 4.5 seconds, as opposed to 5.5 seconds. And I think that car, I mean, that car, you can really...
You can push it.
Yeah, you can really, really push this car. I think if I were a far more skilled driver and not afraid of turning off the ESP, I think this car would do just fine if you really, really knew what you were doing.
Right.
Because the weight balance is good. It's like 49-51, you know, biased to the rear.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good. It's got good natural balance. I just know myself well enough to know that I think once you know 5,700 pounds gets away from you,
that's scary.
Yeah, it's scary.
That's scary.
That's scary. Was this so? Is this what you expected, kind of? More or less.
More or less.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I think it's actually better though. I really was imagining when you get behind the wheel of any Rolls-Royce, all you want to do is exactly what we discussed, which was, you know, sort of take it on long hauls, go to Vegas, drive slow, you know, relax, listen to your music, and just sort of chill. And obviously, if you have a stable of cars, this is not the car I'm picking to go up Angelus Crest.
Right.
But this is pretty fantastic for what it is. I mean, like I said, I know I sound like a parrot at this point, but it's like it should not be able to do this. I mean,
it's fun from the back because you do feel sort of slightly removed, even further removed from all the action.
Right.
It's like I don't really know what's going on up there.
I will say the one thing that I guess, you know, when comparing it to like a more drivers-focused car, and maybe it's true even for the Brooklyns, is like because it's Rolls-Royce, the point of it is to not feel the road. So, and I mean that in a positive way. Like, it's so comfortable that it's probably hard to take to level 10 on these corners because you're not getting as much feedback as you do, obviously, from a driver's focused car, but that's the whole point of a Rolls-Royce. Can't go wrong with Rolls-Royce. Next video will be an Alpha, which is a little bit more affordable.
And now for something completely different with the Alpha, right?
It's definitely a different experience than this car, that's for sure.
Thanks you guys for tuning in. Thanks for sticking with us. We really appreciate it. And there's more to come.
Oh yeah. Like and subscribe. We're supposed to say, remember?
Like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe. It doesn't seem to make any difference, but like and subscribe.
Yeah, exactly.
Cheers, guys.
Thank
you.